We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And here we go on Monday Night Football. This return starts at the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play fake here. Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Crosses the 35, still got more room. It's a 21-yard gain, and they're going to have a first down. Daniels has him on the quick hitter, and he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. They'll try and punch it in. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. They send a tight end in motion. He gets another shot here. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Daniels, 3rd and goal. Has it in close. And he's in. Touchdown. The Lumberjacks take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lumberjacks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running back sent in motion. Right to the air, Burrow. That's going to be cut by all. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
11. 12.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Able to find Achan. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go.
At the 42-yard line.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And this one does not go far. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. And it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Achan up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
11. 11, Thomas. 11.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
11.
4th down, Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lumberjacks take over as he records his 10th career INT. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue.
He's got it inside the 25. And that is a touchdown. The Lumberjacks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Now, after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Could not beat the defender there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Daniels on 1st down. Gets everything he has under this throw. Wide open, downfield, got it! And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. The Lumberjacks take a 20-zip lead. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lumberjacks push their lead to 21-zip already. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 21-0 our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. Ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll get to work here, 1st and 10. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Well, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Mike Sandler still makes the play. And the Lumberjacks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
On first down, here's Daniels. Wow, wide open here, complete. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Lumberjacks were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Lumberjacks continue piling on to this lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Achan reels it in. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Just 1 play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
11 MT, take.
Achan, a 1st down carry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Play action now. Burrow. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. Fields the hard squib kick. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Running with Achan out of the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 30 on 2nd down. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
11, 11, 11.
Burrow setting up the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, Or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Lumberjacks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
And they'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop it. Call it 70 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. From the 23. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And this is another incompletion. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Focus on the next play. Focus on the next play.
All set for the kickoff, and he sends this one away. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set.
Ready?
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Gun. Dot.
1st down, Burrow to throw. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To throw again, it's Burrow. He fires one deep down the left side, and they pick him off again. And the Lumberjacks take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He's got it at the 30. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Lumberjacks boat racing them to the halftime locker room. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lumberjacks grow their lead yet again. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 11.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Has a man, it's A-Chain. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down, ball at the 36.
Here we go.
They are throwing it again. Completes this one to Chase. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The ball is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And it's a nice game, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. Give them 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Burrow to the air now. Has a man. It's Brown. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Here we go.
4th down, Burrow. That's going to be cut by all. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Gun.
Throwing now off play action. Finds him on the crossing route. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage, but sometimes it's breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 40-yard line.
11 Thomas.
Another try following the sack. Oh, brother, it's another interception. There he goes on the right side. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Brown on the inside give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run again with Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Throwing is Burrow. And they pick him off again. And the Lumberjacks take over as he records his 10th career INT.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
That one's cut along the left sideline. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Handoff now from the gun. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll give them a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. This throw is cut. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Lumberjacks parlay the interception into points. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Lumberjacks continue adding on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pass taken in by Burton. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's Brown again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's caught for the first. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Only 1 quarter remains in our... Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals putting up points in a game decided. Well, partner, with the increased focus on receivers now in the ground game, the jet sweep, it's a weapon all 32 teams and coaches have to rely on for offense. And for the good ones, it can be a lucrative play to have ready, too.
Yeah, lucrative on the scoreboard, certainly, Kate. And don't forget about lucrative for the wallet, too. Next time his agent's at the negotiating table, he's going to be sure to bring plays up like that one. You mentioned the value he could bring beyond the work of just catching the football.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Hauled in left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
He's throwing deep to... Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
That throw behind his intended target. Looking for the back that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Now Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked by Derek Forrest.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Escapes out to the left. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
He's trying another one deep. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost. And went out of bounds. We've got fourth down. So upon review, Dan Quinn was correct. Good challenge there. Again, Daniels to the air. And he's in. Touchdown. The Lumberjacks are running them out of the building. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right?
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. They got it. That's caught for two. So the fake works out, and they surprise them by adding 2 to their lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Mighty.
Going with Brown on the ground. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Here's second and 14. Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Burrow from the gun. Getting up. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Well, Brock, I know you're a big fan of referencing baseball. I believe that's 3 socks, and they're out. Or in this case, off the field following that safety.
That's a pretty good call, Kate. I'm actually going to... Oh, you want baseball? I'll give you some baseball. You know what that was? That was like an immaculate inning. You know what an immaculate inning is in baseball?
Look at you. You drop an immaculate into the video game.
That is 9 strikes, and you're out. 3 strikeouts. That's a perfect inning. 3 sacks, back-to-back-to-back. That's an immaculate outing, and my hunch, we won't see it again the rest of this game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. Completed over the middle. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Lumberjacks close to another step towards perfection, 15-0. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. Shit. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Flush down now to his left. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. They pick up a yard. Still need 1 more, though. 3rd down coming up.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seen him get beat there and forced to take it out of bounds near the line? Well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Hits his running back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They've got to keep moving quick here. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Lumberjacks throwing 6 more on the blowout. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lumberjacks tack on 7 more to their lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Completed to his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Now it's Brown. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month.